welcome back to another studio vlog. This week we are going to finally make the moon cat sticker sheets. I know. Been talking about this sticker sheet for ages now, but we're finally, hopefully today, going to do it. But before I actually make the sticker sheets, I still need to do some tests with the portrait to make sure it cuts everything fine. In the last studio vlog, at the end, I did the calibration. I still need to test it to make sure that it works correctly. So yeah, let's do that together and hopefully it works out. So I'm going to be testing two things on normal . Okay, now that Charles is finished talking, I had suddenly forgotten that he does that after he prints something. I'll be testing the cut lines with these two pieces of art that I've done in the past. This one has cut lines really close to the edges, literally on the edges. And then this one has a border. Please, if it doesn't require you to use your sticker paper to do the test, please do not reprint things over and over again to test it, please. Sticker paper costs a lot of money, you guys. Don't waste your sticker paper like that. Do a test on just standard printer paper and then do the test on your sticker paper because the cut settings are going to be different, and I'll show you guys how I do that. One of these corners is going to have a quick tutorial on how to figure out your cut settings. Let's try these out and hopefully the calibration worked. For this sweater, you can see that on the edge here, there's the smallest bit of white. But for this, I'm totally fine with that because it's gonna be very rare that I have something like this. For this one, the border looks perfectly fine to me, and I think we're good. So we're gonna go ahead with the moon cat sticker sheet. What happened there? Okay, I figured it out really quick. Apparently the paper was set to 4x6 for some reason. I did do 4x6 when I printed out an address label, but I just printed out the other two and they were totally fine. Thankfully it didn't take forever. I didn't want to have a headache with this, but yeah. Let's just try to go and get this done. I'm going with the sparkle laminate. This will be the first time I put sparkle laminate on a sticker sheet, I believe. So if it works out, that would be amazing. This is what we have, and because I've never done kiss cut settings for the sparkle laminate paper before, I'm going to make shapes in Silhouette Studio where I can cut up here where there's space and it doesn't go into the design. Also have a lot of space here. Let's do that. I did the first test right here. I don't think you can see it, but let's see. It went pretty much through it, but it still worked. Stick it on my finger. It could be a little less stronger. I'm gonna lower the cut settings. I'm gonna try it again right beside of them, but that's not a bad start. I think I finally found the perfect cut setting, so yeah, that's awesome. It didn't take too many tries. I did a smaller circle and a bigger circle, and I just put them next to each other in the program. I'll show you that in a little bit. This one was too deep. This one was close but not deep enough. And then this one is perfect. So we're gonna go with this setting. One of the things that I really love about Silhouette Studio is that you can give your cut lines different colors. The red is the kiss cut color, the blue is the die cut color for the whole sticker sheet, and the orange is the test on the circles. And these are not the right settings at the moment because I haven't set them up, but here for the orange I have it as glossy kiss cut for the laminate, and as you can see here I have the orange circles here. So only the orange circle is highlighted, and the blue cut lines and the red cut lines for the sticker sheet is muted out, so it doesn't cut that since I don't have it check marked over here. I made these two circles in the program, and I started over here, and then every time I did a test I just moved them over, away, and next to the previous one, and eventually the third try was right here, because if you don't delete them it's going to recut the circles and you don't need them because you already tested it. So this one was the final test. Before you delete this, you want to make sure you save this cut setting. This is the kiss cut setting for the sparkle laminate, at least the one I get. So now we can finally try this. I do not know what is going on right now. Just when I thought I was gonna finally finish this sticker sheet, another problem occurs, and it didn't occur until I started on the sticker sheet. My portrait was reading the registration marks fine, cutting out the circles fine, and suddenly when I start on the sticker sheet, it starts for some reason going back and forth in the portrait. It has never done this before. It does it 3, 4, 5 times before it actually tries to read the registration mark. I restarted the Silhouette program, restarted my computer, reset the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, reprinted and relaminated another sticker sheet. Now I'm having to waste materials because I have to have it figured out on the actual product, and I'm just feeling so defeated. All the tests I did prior to actually making the product was totally fine. It was acting normal, but now it's just doing things it's never done, and I've had this portrait for years. From last week till now, like nothing is just going right. There are only 2 things that I did differently. One, I remade the entire file for the sticker sheet because I did do it differently the first time, but we're back and remade it so I have wiggle room when it cuts the outline of the sticker sheet. And the other thing is just making a new material type for the sparkle laminate. That's all I did. And we know that the material type is not a problem because we already did the test with the circles, and the portrait has never had any problem with really any kind of material. So I am so confused with what is going on now. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a break. It's driving me insane. It's like I really just want to get this done, and I think I'm just not gonna make the notepad because it's starting to get on my nerves. Like I want to get the shop update up and going. These are things that happen and you cannot control it. You just have to deal with it and figure it out, especially when you make everything yourself. Hopefully I don't have to throw the portrait out. It was totally fine before. I did a different test with just plain paper with all the same settings and artwork and everything, registration marks. It did the rolling back and forth a couple of times, but it actually read it. So now it's struggling with reading the sparkle laminate, even though it was totally fine when it was cutting the circles. I'm gonna take a break. Then I'll come back later and try again. So let's do an update. This is everything that I went through to try to test for this. And it took forever. I did a test without the laminate on here, and I accidentally put the wrong cut settings for that, but now we have little die cut stickers that I could just use to decorate. This is from the very first one. These are fine, so I can actually sell these. So I at least have 4 of these to go. So after doing all those tests, like I tried different sticker papers, my matte sticker paper, plain paper, past projects that I've done. The only time it does the little rolling back and forth is on this specific file, the newest file I've done in the new program. All the other files I've done in the past, they do not do the rolling thing. I'm still a little annoyed about it, but the stickers cut, so that's all that matters. Tomorrow will be a new day, and yeah, I'll just see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we will get the sticker sheets done for real tomorrow. It is now Friday, January 17th. Yesterday I tried to make more sticker sheets, and I fought again with my silhouette portrait too. We have some mad beef going on with each other right now. Yesterday I did everything the same. I laminated my sticker paper, I put it through, it did the back and forth again, and it had problems reading it again. So I decided to try a few different things. One of the first things that I look at with these kind of problems is, where is the laser reading on your sticker paper? And from there you try to adjust the sticker sheet to where that is. There's also manual adjustment that you can do, but that manual adjustment is harder for me to do because my portrait is all the way over here, my computer is all the way over here, so I can't easily see where the registration mark is. So doing automatic registration is just easier for me. So here's one of the mats that I use. It is an off-brand mat, and I've always used off-brand mats because they are cheaper. You'll see that the grid starts here, but I moved it up a little bit because I noticed the laser reading this registration mark right here was way too high when I put it where I normally put it. So the next thing I did was just cut the laminate down so that the registration marks are not blocked by the lamination, and this worked as well. As you can see, this one has not been moved up. It's on the black lines. The projects I have done prior to this one, they all do fine. They don't do the rolling back and forth. They just normally do stuff that they always do. I'm just gonna have to adjust to this and hopefully figure out why it's doing the back and forth. As long as it cuts, that's all that matters. I've figured some little tips and tricks to deal with the new things happening with it, but yeah, it's still stressful. Now that that is over with, I'm finally going to try to design the notepad. Now, I am not really sure if I'm going to do it or not, but I still want to try to design it to see what I decide to do. So yeah, let's get started. It is Thursday, January 23rd, so let's talk about what has been going on. Let's just say January has not been an easy month for me. Last week, y'all saw me have problems with my portrait, and then after that was finally all figured out, I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and make the notepad because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I decided, you know, we're gonna do it, and it got done. I designed it, got it ready, and then I learned that you cannot print borderless on A5 on your printer. And apparently it's very common that you're not able to do this, and apparently there's printers that cannot do it. And that is also why when you get stuff printed, they get printed on bigger sheets and then they get cut down, right? So I had bought A5 paper in hopes to eliminate the whole cutting the paper down, because that was what was taking up a lot of my time, cutting the paper down. After that failure, I just stopped for that evening and I just went to chill on the couch and just be sad for the rest of the day. And then the next day after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and still make the notepads. I will just go ahead and cut them down with my mini guillotine. And we're just gonna have notepads that's gonna be a little bit smaller than A5. I like the design, which kind of scares me a little bit because if y'all don't know, there's like this little joke with small businesses that when you like something, usually it doesn't sell well. So yeah, that is why I'm only making 4 notepads. Unfortunately, the front part of each page has a little bit of tear on it from when I cut it down. Next time I make these notepads, I have to make sure that I put another sheet of paper on top to protect it from that. But other than that, they're fine. They're handmade notepads. They're not going to be perfect. Notepads is something that doesn't really sell for me, but I still wanted to make it anyway, just to see. For now, I'm trying notepads with 25 sheets, and if they do well, I will add more sheets in the future. But for now, this is a test run and we will see how it goes. Next week, I will be working on shop photos. So in total, with everything that I've done since November, I have 5 different products. There is a potential 6th product. I am planning for a 6th product, but I'm waiting to see if I get it. I should get it in time because it's already in Canada. But it just depends on how everything works out. I can't control it. But hopefully I'll get that next week, and if I do, y'all will learn more about it. Otherwise, we are going into the shop update with 5 items. The 5 items will be the 2 hair clips, which is the Froggo hair clip and the Mooncat hair clip. We have the Mooncat sticker sheet, the Mooncat die cut sticker, and the notepads. I will be cutting the vlog here because I will be busy the rest of the weekend, so I will not have time to focus on working on this vlog if I don't do it now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!